Welcome to the Collector Cave, and today we are reviewing DC Comics Darkseid by Beast Kingdom. And up until this point, I have avoided Beast Kingdom figures because I've watched a lot of reviews and I just have not been satisfied with the quality or the look for the most part. But I'm a huge Darkseid fan, probably my favorite DC villain next to Riddler, and I had to have him. So this will be my very first and probably only Beast Kingdom review. We'll see. The quality of this figure, I can tell you right now, his arm is already off in packaging. Doesn't mean it's a make or break deal, but seeing that gives me some qualms. The belt looks a little cheap. We'll see here. I'm excited to have him because I love Darkseid, like I mentioned, and to get another version that looks like kind of a classic Kirby is always an exciting time for me. So the box does look nice. It's an officially licensed product. I think this is out of China, I believe. Beast Kingdom, not positive though. They've done a lot of Batman, all the movie ones, and now they're doing kind of like comic book versions that are all dropping. Green Lantern looks okay, but I avoided getting all those. I'm just going to get Darkseid for now. But here's the packaging. It looks real nice. There's some high gloss on it, which is kind of cool. On the back, you get some nice shots of Darkseid. He does come with a cape that is soft goods. I think there might be a wire. We'll see. He comes with his Omega beams, which is pretty cool. You almost have to have that with Darkseid. And here's the unofficially licensed Beast Kingdom. So it's not a bootleg. It's not like off of some weird website. I got this off of Big Bad Toy Store. So this is legit. The rock work looks really good. His head sculpt looks near perfect. You get two head sculpts, a bunch of hands, and the Omega Beam effects, plus the soft goods cape. So yeah, here's the bottom of the box. Let's get this thing opened and take a closer look. Okay, I haven't touched the figure yet. I kind of want to do this live just to see what happens straight out. So here we go, pick him up. He's not as heavy as I might expect him to be honest. And his feet look really big, almost too big. Let's see how this arm goes into place. Yeah, this isn't gonna be easy. Okay, I think it's on. No, oh boy. Let me do this off camera. This already looks like a mess. All right, I can't stress this enough. This figure is terrible, awful, so bad that I might take it upon myself to return it to BBTS. It's a pain in the butt for me to return stuff where I live, but I'm really disappointed in this figure. It's I should have known better. I haven't cared for any of the reviews. I took a chance because I love Darkseid, but nothing but problems with this figure already. This arm really doesn't go back in. There's a specific way you have to do it. There's like grooves and stuff, which I follow. If I try and make his arm going further, there's a ratcheting joint inside there. It just pops off. It pops off. I can't really move this arm at all. I'll try for articulation and see if it does anything. Ankles are super weak. And a figure this big, this heavy, he's not that heavy, but heavy enough where he's not going to stand over time, even with this cheap little base they give you. I already broke one of these Omega beams, the plastic here, as you can see. I don't know how to get him in the eyes. There's no directions. That broke off. It's still there, but I don't know how to take these eyes out. I don't think you can in this head sculpt. There's no directions. This one has eyeballs, which I thought maybe you plug in there in the black, but you can't. Unless I'm missing something. That's where I broke one of them. I can't get this head off without heating it up. This is just, this is a mess, and it's too bad because I like the Kirby look, the 80s look here. But if you're looking for a Darkseid figure, I'm telling you right now, this is not the one to get. Don't waste your money. 80 bucks. Don't waste your money. And I hate to say that, but I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. Like, most of the stuff I review, I love. And I'm so upset and disappointed that this is just not that. Whatever. He comes with a cool looking head sculpt. If we look at this head sculpt, this is nice. Both the faces look the same though. Like, you could have changed the faces up. these eyes are proper red, not these little black irises. That's so stupid looking. I do think the Omega beams are supposed to go in there, I think, but I couldn't make it work. Like I said, that piece broke off. I'll try again, but I think this is getting returned. And I've waited over a year for this stupid figure. It's been over a year since I ordered this thing. Beast Kingdom. I can't believe they're still in business. Here's some hands. You know, whatever. They look fine. These ones, I don't know, nothing. He doesn't hold anything. I don't know why he has these holding hands. There's no mother box, anything like that. There's the base, kind of like McFarlane base, but no DC logo, just very generic. You know, Omega beams look cool, but again, it's cheap plastic. That part broke off. And then here is the figure. Let's try and go over articulation. Let me raise my camera up a little bit because he is a little tall. In fact, if I measure him, he comes in at about 9¼ inches. We'll compare the other Darkseid figures I have to this one for height and for who I think is the best. So head is on a ball joint and a neck is on a ball joint. He can look up about that much. He can look down pretty good, left to right. Obviously, the cape is going with his neck. I don't know how this is all done. It's ridiculous how it's... The cape is okay quality. There is wires on the outside, which is nice. No wire on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, it's fine for what it is. It's very thin wire, but you can make it flow a little bit. It's okay. The arms, and I'll see that. What a joke. Doesn't go 90, goes that far. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Elbows look like this. There's a piece of rock here trying to protect it, which I appreciate that idea. Elbow joints don't look the best, though. You can look at them in here, too. The gauntlets are plastic. They do move a little bit to try and cover that ball joint. Ball hinge wrist pegs. The chest goes forward pretty good. It's real loose. All these joints are pretty loose. Nothing's tight. This belt is a joke. It's like a piece of, like, I don't know. I could go to, like, Walmart and buy a piece of fabric like this to make this. And it just looks like it's glued in the back. That's not going to last. The material feels... It's a pleather. I definitely see this flaking and not lasting very long, to be honest. Time will tell with that kind of stuff based on humidity and stuff like that in your home, dryness. But, yeah. And then there's also a ball joint in the waist. So you can go forward really good. The legs go forward about 90, which is nice. There is a thigh cut a little bit. The knees aren't very good. That's about all you're going to get because these boots, which are kind of rubbery, impede right there. So you're not going to get more than that much of a bend for his knee. Not even 90, not close to 90, which sucks. Ball hinge, yeah, ball hinge, or it's a ball joint. Huge gap here. You can actually see some of his stone leg. The boot doesn't come down to cover that, unfortunately. So you see that glaring look of that ball joint. And then toe articulation, which is super loose, ridiculously loose. Not good for a figure this heavy and this tall. Gonna topple. And he has one hole, so the stand's got to go on this foot right there. Man, I just can't believe this figure's greenlit, or this company's making these figures still. I'm not impressed. I really wish I wouldn't have ordered this thing. It's too bad, too. Because I like the look. I like the suit. Like I said, the Kirby look. But this is just a hot mess. A hot mess. So I'm going to have to... Yeah, you can see here. There's this nub that goes that way. You got to line it up with the ball joint. Which I've been doing. It just doesn't want to stay. It's in there. But I go to move the arm and it pops right out. This is ratcheting, which is nice. But it's a little too hard to do. That's why this keeps popping out. Yeah, what a joke. I've tried forcing this arm, and it just, that's all you're going to get. It's not going to stay. You can't make it go down more without it falling out. Yeah, I think I'm going to return this. As sad as I say, this thing's not even worth 50 bucks in my opinion. And I hate to be so hard on it, but, man, I'm not getting paid for this stuff. I'm not going to sugarcoat crap. Like, if it's bad, you're going to find out. That's why you guys watch toy reviews, right? You know, for me, it's also nostalgia. We'll talk about that in a minute with Darkseid, but let me try and work with the Omega Beams and just see if they go on these eyeballs real quick again. And I broke the other one. There's still a piece of that there, but this, I don't know how they expect you to do it with no instructions. Like, it should be pretty simple. You just, one head sculpt should have eyes that are like easy to install those in. And neither one of these do, unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am. That's a cool looking head sculpt, man. It's too bad. And his arm fell off again. Yeah. I don't know the return policy in BBTS, but this needs to get returned badly. All right, let's. I'm not worried about articulation because he's not gonna be able to do many poses like without falling because his legs are so flippin' loose. Let's just kind of review him next to some other Darkseid figures I have, and we'll call this a day. All right, and here's most of my Darkseid figures. I do have the McFarlane one from the Zack Snyder movie. It's packed away somewhere. That one also had a lot of issues with articulation, but for the most part, these are the ones I'm displaying. So you have the Mezco Darkseid, which is still one of my favorite Darkseid figures out there. One of my favorite Mezco figures of all time. And then you have the Storm Collectibles one from Injustice Gods Among Us, the video game, the fighting game. And then you have the McFarlane one that came out a couple years ago, which is kind of based off the Superpowers one, which I played with as a kid, which is right here. Superpowers Darkseid. This is my original Darkseid from when I was a kid. And a lot of good core memories with this figure. He's broken. He won't do the squeeze legs function, but his head still lights up. That little piece of red, whatever that is in there. I have great memories of being at my grandparents' house and waking up one morning and playing with my Superpowers friends in bed. The sun was coming in. I was lighting his eyes up. It's a core memory. Again, this station isn't just about reviews. It's also nostalgia. And so for me, man, having my original Darkseid Superpowers, I'm so happy. And I really thought he'd be comparison to these ones. But boy, I can just see even the McFarlane one, which was, I think, $40. And it has its own problems. The legs fall off. This arm falls off as well. But nothing as bad as this $80 version from Beast Kingdom. So the pricing on these, this was $80. Beast Kingdom was $80. Not worth it by no means. The Kenner one, I have no idea. $3 or $4 when I was a kid in 1984 or something. The McFarlane one, $40. This one, very controversial, $180. But a lot of that is because of the type of material they use. It's not just plastic. I forget the name of the material, but it's nice. It's a hefty figure. And surprisingly, my batteries still work, although one of the eyes isn't lighting up. He has a eye light function. And he has a metallic motherboard in the back. So this was $180. I got him at a Comic-Con when he came out for $140. I'm not sure why they were selling him so cheap, but I got mine for $140, and for me, that was worth it. And then, of course, the Storm Collectibles one, that's like $105, I think. So my favorite Darkseid is probably still the Mezco, although I do love the look of McFarlane because it brings me back to the Kirby look from Superpowers. Yeah, definitely not worth it. It's so disappointing. Let's wrap this up. So at the end of the day, is this Beast Kingdom Darkseid figure worth it? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Maybe you have him. Maybe you've had better success than I have. Maybe you like him. But the fact that this arm is toast, the joints are super loose, the material's low quality. I can't even get the Omega Beams to plug in. I've broken two of the tips off. Bitter, hard, cheap plastic for the Omega Beams. It's just a disappointing day, man. I was so ready for this guy for the past year. I couldn't wait to get him. And there's something here, a mark on this suit already. It's just $80 you can spend way better places. And not this Darkseid figure. So yeah, I don't have much more to say. Disappointed. It's not every day we get a Darkseid figure. And to have this one miss really, really bothers me. But it's all about collecting. Not everything turns out good. And I don't do a top 10 worst figures like some people do at the end of the year, but I might this year. And this one would definitely be top 1 of worst figures of 2026. It's too bad. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have this figure. I hope I can help you make an informed decision. If you want to get them, I mean, take your chances. Maybe you'll get a better one than I got. But I've seen the Beast Quality Kingdom in reviews, and I've not been a fan, and this is why. So for me, it's just not worth it. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.